So it's the showpiece game of the 2016 women's football season, the last game of the season, and the same two sides that have been involved in the recent finals in the Scottish Cup and the League Cup. It's Glasgow City against Hibs. The prize for either or is the Scottish Cup, but it's also the double. Hibs won the League Cup back in June. City won the league in recent weeks, and this is the final match of the season at the Super Seal Stadium in Hamilton, a new venue for the Scottish Cup final, and hopefully a great atmosphere. Today's teams for Glasgow City, it is 6 changes from the roller coaster game against Rangers last week. A lot of players, I'm sure, were rested in mind for this one, but Faye, Love, Shine, Doherty, Brown and Cuthbert all in, and it's a strong bench too, with experience of likes of Cheryl McCulloch in there, Sarah Crilly, and also young blood of Boyce, Kerr, Hay, all around, and may well feature later. For Hibs, well, 4 out of their 5 scorers, and they're big when they get Spartans last week to play. Claire Williamson got her first of the season last week. Lizzie Arnott is a threat this season, their top goal scorer, 24 in all competitions. Rachel McLaughlin has really come on since our Aberdeen move. She is also involved, as well as Hunter, who scored against Glasgow City a couple of weeks ago, in vain though, in the league meeting, and they do have attacking quality, young and experienced, including Sarah Ewings, Kaylin Mishy and Ellis Notley on there. And the officiating team is led by Lorraine Clark, her third Glasgow City against Hibs meeting she's refereed this season. Now there's maybe a chance for Hibs. McLaughlin to Graham. Murchie comes in, strong challenge, but carry on here is McLaughlin. Out wide is Arnott, and McCarthy half deals with it. Cuthbert there too, and that was risky stuff and dodgy stuff in the City defence.
Great play by Hibs, and again Arnott, so much space, just peeling off at the back and waiting for the pass to come through. It took a while, but when it got to her, City got away with one there.
Murchie, Lauder through the middle, Brown to the left. Is Brown going to get there first? She is! Lauder was waiting, but there was Fife to collect first, and big bit of danger. City is not really threatened much so far in the first 18 minutes, but there was a big chance.
Yeah, great running behind by Gunnar Brown. Jenna Fife probably could have come out and cleared it, opted not to, and it gave Brown the opportunity to stick the ball in the box, but Fife redeemed herself and really stopped a certain goal from Hayley Lauder. Good goalkeeping in the end.
Up towards Robertson, and she scores! The former Glasgow City player might be coming back to haunt City over the top of Rosen's head, and from nothing Robertson scores and Hibs take the lead.
Well, the big question is how she got a free header in that kind of position, but she got the free header and she took it well over the top of Gemma Fay, and that's a good goal from Hibs. City are going to have to battle back because they've been out of this game so far.
Hunter Harrison kept herself onside. Robertson again is in the box. Oh, and McCarthy was in absolutely 2 minds, 3 minds, 4 minds whether to clear it or leave it. And Jenna Fay not too happy.
That was brilliant by Hibs. It just caused so many problems for City down this left hand side that it was Harrison this time.
Another shot one for Cuthbert. Lawson, Brown, good area for Shine, looking, Fife around, Crowley's header, McCarthy around helping its way. And I'm not entirely sure if Shine was back inside, but a right old scramble which somehow Hibs have survived.
Yeah, Shine was very smart there. She did keep herself onside. Had the ball come to her, she would have stuck it away. And it was a good header back into the box. But City looking so much more dangerous in the second half.
McLaughlin trying to thread it through here. Harrison half missed it. Jennifer tries to come out from Arnott, and Does enough there, does Faye. That's straight off the wall. Joe Love, time for a rocket, is it? It's just always going over, but nice idea from Joe Love, trying to find inspiration from somewhere. McMurtry for Trilly. Joe Love, it's skipped through here for Hayley Lauder. Chance here for City, and it's a wonderful attempt to save it, but Hayley Lauder has unlocked that safe door. And well, she hasn't been at her best today, but the big games, Hayley Lauder delivers, and that's a delivering moment.
Well, it's a great moment for Hayley Lauder, a great moment for Glasgow City. Taking advantage of a mistake, Hayley Lauder picked a spot. It was a great attempt by the keeper, couldn't keep it out, and City right back in this one. What way's the momentum going to go now?
Been nowhere near their best today of Glasgow City, but Hayley Lauder with her 7th in all competitions. Ball up high here, Claire Shine's going to latch onto it. Couldn't quite get it goalwards though.
Oh, what a run by Claire Shine, and the pass as well. Shine, you just thought she was going to lift it over the keeper there, but just couldn't get enough touches on it. But again, clear signal. City are out to win this now.
Good delivery, and McLaughlin trying to help it on its way, and Lucy Graham was around and couldn't get the connection she wanted.
I think it might have been good defending in the end there. It looked like it had been scooped over by Graham, but I think it might have been Brown that managed to stick it over the bar, and if so, that's absolutely fantastic defending so close to their own goal.
Bounce around in Harrison, and look at the space for McLaughlin. McMurtry's going to have to try and get back. Ross too. McLaughlin, it's just away from Arnott. It's not looking good here for Leanne Ross. And very quickly, I don't know if this was intentional, but very quickly Sam Kerr was getting ready, and what a pivotal moment for the figure that is Leanne Ross to go off. Hibs scored late on in the SWPL Cup final in June. Brownlee's delivery. Oh, and it's bobbling around. Ewan's in there trying to get the shot away. Arnott back with Robertson. Arnott once more, but Cuthbert and McMurtry away.
Well, for a moment there, it looked like it was going to be that last minute sickener, just like the previous cup final. That's so dangerous in the box.
Ball in towards Ewans. On Graham's around. Can they get it cleared? It's away off the line. Docherty somehow has she smuggled it away. The drama, the death. And that is the end of the 90. And the referee says there isn't going to be a corner or anything. That's the end of the 90, and extraordinary scene to the end, Paul.
Well, I think Docherty put her body in the line there, threw everything like that to keep it out of the net, so it looked like it was going in. Hibs, they'll be desperately disappointed, thinking they're going to snatch it at the end, but City survive, and extra time it is.
On it once more. Hunter arriving, and there's Ewans. Oh, she's mishit it. Ewans take two. It's another block in, this time from McMurtry. Scott moving Saints down to the touchline.
Well, City looking a wee bit shaky with the corner kick there.
down the line for Claire Shine. Crilly breaking her neck to get in there. Cut back for Crilly! And she's not quite hit it.
Just the injection of pace there, coming across the defence. That could be something that does Hibs, and Crilly's capable of doing that.
Well, there that is that. 120 minutes and the Scottish Cup final of drama, of a heck of a lot of tension, especially in extra time. We'll see a penalty shootout to come. So then, first up then, it's Hibs, and it is the former Glasgow City player Lisa Robertson who scored in the first half. Robertson against Faye. Oh, and she's put it over, and that's not the start for Hibs, for Glasgow City. It's a brilliant start for them.
Oh, it's a tired penalty. You see what she was trying to do, just wait for Faye to move and put it down the middle, but lopped her over the bar.
Well, they've lost their banker, City, and Leanne Ross, but Fiona Brown has volunteered to go first for City. And no doubt about it, comfortable as you like.
Oh, such confidence stepping up there. You put your mortgage in her scoring there. It's a great penalty into the top corner.
Well, Siobhan Hunter can really leather the ball from range. Now she's doing it from 12 yards. And it's in the corner, it's a good penalty.
That was absolutely buried. There's no saving that one. Such power and ferocity in the strike. Gives a wee bit of confidence, but see if they can dent that again here.
Erin Cuthbert, you know what she can do with the ball at feet. Another one to take from the spot. It's another good penalty. Keeper went the wrong way. Wasn't right in the corner, but good enough.
Yeah, it's a good finish. Sending the keeper the wrong way. Keep it low, on target. It's about as much as you can do in a penalty. And it's gone into the back of the net.
Rachel McLaughlin got player of the match. Lizzie Arnott probably been up there in the top three. Certainly that first half. And the majority of the second really caused a heck of a lot of trouble for City. And another one in the corner, and another very good penalty.
Yeah, that's an excellent penalty again. Absolutely buried. Just leaving no uncertainty about where that ball was going, and that was the back of the net.
Murchie up next. City with the advantage in the shootout. And that's another cool penalty. Big cheers, Lauren Murchie makes it 3 from 3.
Cool customer there. Looked like she was going to blast it, then just picked her spot once the keeper moved. Brilliant stuff.
Emma Brownlee again probably in that top 3 of Hibs performances. Maybe put her second behind McLaughlin. It's now her turn from the spot. Can't really afford to miss. Oh, it's another fantastic penalty.
Excellent stuff by Brownlee. She's been so good today. And stuck in a penalty in the bottom corner there. Brilliant stuff.
Well, hey Lord, I know you mentioned Paul just before the penalties that she looked absolutely knackered, but she's ready to take this one. And now just a slight delay, making sure it's on the spot. Ryan Clark making sure. That delay hindered Hayley Lauder. Oh, it's saved! It did hinder Hayley Lauder, but Jenna Five, that was a magnificent save.
Yeah, I had a funny feeling just with having to reposition the ball twice. It sets you off your stride, off your focus. And keeper read it well, good save.
Pressure still on here though. And it is Graham who followed up from a penalty in the League Cup. That's a good penalty, and now there is the pressure on Glasgow City because it's all down to this.
Yeah, almost a cheeky penalty there, just again waiting for the keeper to move and just stroking it away. But Claire Shine, she scored a few penalties in her time. This one's an important one.
Joint top goal scorer, yes or no? It's yes for Clare Shine, no doubt about that one.
Excellent stuff. Made the goalkeeper move again and just stuck it in that bottom corner. Brilliant striking.
And now it's on to the ones that were a bit more hesitant. Hibs may well feel the advantage going first. Sarah Ewens. Another very good penalty in the corner. Keeper went the wrong way.
They all seem to be going down that same corner. That's another well taken penalty. Full love now.
City with the second kick, can't afford to miss in the sudden death. It is Joe Love. Again, absolutely no doubt.
Top quality there. Never in doubt at all. Top corner. Lots of confidence. Great strike.
Well, it is now the Hibs captain, Joel Murray, 30 years of age tomorrow. These penalties are getting better and better as we go further down the line.
Oh, that was excellent again. Just buried. Top quality stuff.
That's a pressure one here. Sam Kerr, the youngster. The 17-year-old. And she's put it over. And the pressure kick was too much for the young Sam Kerr. And always the pressure of being second fiddle in the shootout. Heartbreak for Sam Kerr. It's the double for Hibs.
Oh, that's a cruel one. Penalty kicks is always a cruel way to lose, and Sam Kerr, such a good young player, stepped up, just couldn't get it on target. It's Hibs' moment, but City gave it everything.
Well, an extraordinary game, a game full of tension, and Robertson gave Hibs the lead in the first half. The second period, it was an equaliser from Hayley Lauder, which stung the hands of Jenna Fife. It went in, and it got us to the penalty spot, and to Vere with great penalties all the way through. But someone has to miss one or put one wide or get one saved. And for Sam Kerr, it was her, but played well when she came on in that second period and through extra time. But for Hibs, well, it's their first cup win for this competition since 2010. They beat City on that way to the final, got to the final, beat Rangers that day. They've done it again. It's taken them 6 years, but they are the Scottish Cup winners for 2016. Final score then, Glasgow City 1, Hibs 1, and Hibs win in the shootout.